Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 17 in our top power trio band countdown. That's right, 31 days of July. I am picking my 31 favorite power trios of all time. Three guys making lots of noise, conjuring up lots of power. Again, some of these bands that might be mentioned this month at certain times in their careers might have had more than three members, but they were down to a trio for a block of time. And to me, that block of time had to have meant a lot, right? So to include them on the list. So today here at pick number 17 is a band kind of like yesterday's King's X pick. This is a band that a year or so ago, it wouldn't have even been on this list. It just goes to show you how much their music has resonated with me in a very short time. And I'm like kicking myself that I never got into this band earlier. But as they say, better late than never. They kind of burst on the scene, mostly up in Canada. They're from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, 1990s when they hit. They've been on EMI Records and Anthem Records. I'm talking about the Tea Party. Yes, indeedy, the Tea Party. Jeff Martin on guitars and vocals and various other instruments. Stuart Chatwood on bass and keyboards and things. And Jeff Burrows, drummer extraordinaire. Man, so many really strong albums. Again, a band that really, they don't, to me, really fit into any genre very neatly, but a power trio, absolutely. You know, they have this Led Zeppelin thing going on because Jeff Martin, his guitar style is very similar to Jimmy Page at times. His songwriting style, he's able to do this mix of kind of like bluesy, big and bombastic hard rock, but he incorporates a lot of like Middle Eastern musical themes into the music, which I think really adds this whole mysticism and sense of mystery and exoticness around their songs and their arrangements. You've had this incredible rhythm section, all right, who are just really big, beefy bottom end, and their albums have taken these twists and turns over the years. Like if you go to kind of find some of the early stuff here, so like the early albums have this whole like kind of Zeppelin-y thing going on mixed with the Middle Eastern themes, and then you have these albums kind of in the middle. Where all of a sudden, all these like industrial elements and electronic elements are coming in, adding even more kind of flair and intrigue and variety to their music. And then they come back, later on in their career and just kind of mingle all that stuff. Maybe they drop the industrial elements a little bit and just get back to playing, really good heavy rock and roll. But with great pop hooks. I mean, that's the thing. There's always fascinating melodies going on here. Jeff has this really rich vocal style that at times reminds me of, Jim Morrison from The Doors, Ian Astbury from The Cult, and, maybe a couple of the guys pop up here and there, but just a really, really rich kind of husky vocal style that really meshes well with the big booming riffs and those searing solos and the crashing rhythms and all this kind of these Middle Eastern elements that kind of creep through the music. It's just really, really epic songwriting, epic production that I've found lots to love on these albums, and no album really sounds alike. I think that's what's really cool about it, and you get a little bit of everything. They do the longer songs, they do the short stuff, they do the kind of atmospheric mellow ballads at times, they do the big beefy heavy rockers, they do these kind of like these more kind of prog themed lengthy tracks that have burst of keyboards and other instrumentation. Just really fascinating stuff that I'm just amazed that this band is not more well known. I know in Canada and parts of Europe and other parts of the world they have really resonated with people, but Tea Party here in the States, they've been a non-entity. And you listen to a lot of this, it's like, man, if half the people who are into like really good classic rock music here in the States knew about these guys, this would be their new favorite band, and they're not new anymore, right? They've been around for over 30 years, so it's really, really interesting. But great players. I really respect Jeff Martin quite a bit as a vocalist, and certainly a guitar player and arranger. He is the real deal. He is a guitar hero, rock star type of guy. And yeah, this is really good stuff. Do I have a picture of them anywhere? There they are. They even look like rock stars, right? Look at that. They look like rock stars. So yeah, that is my pick for today. The Tea Party from Canada. Again, Jeff Martin, Stuart Chatwood, and Jeff Burrows. Really, really great band. Another one of those better late than never bands for me, right? Because, like I said, a couple years ago, they wouldn't have even sniffed this list. But now, like, they've become like one of my favorite discoveries of the last year. And I'm really happy that did happen. So let us know what you think of the Tea Party down in the comments below. If you've never listened to them, please go check them out. What a great power trio. And they're one of these power trios, kind of like another Canadian band I'm going to mention in a bit, who I have the ability to create these massive sounds, right? This big production, all these layers and textures with just 3 guys. Because there's some power trios that are going to appear on my list where it's very sparse. You know exactly what you got. You got a guitarist, a bass player, and a drummer, and that's exactly what it sounds like. You don't get anything else, right? Very stripped down, very bare, and that's great too. But there are a few bands on my list who it's just 3 guys, and man, you'd swear there were 5 or 6 of them up there. So yeah, so that makes it for a pretty special band. So number 17 in the books, the Tea Party. For my top power trio bands of all time. We're counting down to number 1, so make sure you cast your pick for today down in the comments below, and we'll see you tomorrow for number 16. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together. That's right, all the damn time. Thank you, everybody, for contributing there. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell. Also, make sure you click the like button on this video. Likes are very important on these videos because the more like buttons that are clicked, the more YouTube goes out and spreads our video across YouTube land. It gets into the algorithm. It's very important. I know it seems silly, and I hate to keep harping on it, but please do click that like button. So if we've got 5,000 people who watch this video, we maybe have 300 likes. So you got to get more than that. So if we want to start hitting big time on these video views, that's important. So please do that as well. We also have down below the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, as well as the link to our merch page for all sorts of cool Sea Tranquility gear and things. Lots of new designs and things like that there. So go check that out. And I thank you very much. See you tomorrow for pick number 16 here on our favorite power trio bands of all time. I am Pete Pardo. Have a good one, everybody. See you real soon. Bye-bye.